I would now like to invite Aparna More to the front. Aparna More has a degree in software engineering, and she is passionate about she is a passionate international yoga therapist by profession. With 8 years of experience, Aparna More has been living and teaching yoga. She lives with the staunch belief that I am enough to make this place a better one. The purpose of her life is to spread the beauty and magic of yoga at national and international levels. Aparna More has a diploma in yoga education and a teacher's training certification from the World Yoga Alliance. She contributes her efforts into helping people towards taking their longest journey, which is the journey inwards through yoga. Aparna More is specialised in rekindling hope in cancer survivors, people with disabilities, and helping people to start living their lives again. She does this by helping these souls to connect with themselves. Aparna More is a recipient of the Best Yoga Therapist 2022 and an Indian Icon Women Personality 2019 from Western India region for her contribution to the field of yoga. Aparna More is talking about yoga, a need of today and assurance of tomorrow.
Namaste everyone. Yes. The reason I'm doing this namaste, it's because our right hand represents the left hemisphere of our brain and our left hand represents the right hemisphere of our brain. And when we do namaste, we are actually activating both the hemispheres of the brain. Okay. And thank you, your diagram on the brain. It really now, we can just get that image in the mind and see how it works. Okay, so God gave us fingerprints which no one has, so that we can create an impression which no one does. And thank you, Dr. Pareen ma'am and GRC, for giving us, all of us, this opportunity wherein we as an individual can create an imprint, and when we are together we work towards the better and positive society. Okay, before I start my session, a small activity. Okay, you just be comfortable, you did not stand up, but I just want you to do these things. Okay, I want a victory sign with one hand and this sign. Okay, this one. Now, okay, change. Victory sign with one, and this we say you're looking nice, right? Change. It's not easy, right? Change. Change. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, yes, thanks. My purpose or intent of getting this done from you all is, you would have noticed when you are doing this, you are completely thoughtless. Yeah? And what a lovely feeling it is, right? We are always so crowded with n number of thoughts. But this few seconds, you forget everything and you are with yourself, and there's a nice brain and mind coordination activity that is happening. Okay, and that's what yoga is all about. Okay, I've written over here, it's a need of today. I want to correct it. It was a need of yesterday actually, but it's an assurance for tomorrow. Okay. Now, definition of yoga. Okay, it comes from a Sanskrit word which is yuj, and it means to join two things together. Now, for joining things, you need to have two things, and when you join them, there's a oneness that is created. And what yoga does is, it actually brings that oneness, or the connection is between mind and body, and that's what yoga actually does. Now, the approach is very simple. Okay, if your mind is happy, it's in your control, your body functions very efficiently. However, if there are n number of thoughts, or you are into some kind of negativity, you will feel the same being reflected on your physical and also on your mental and internal state. Please remember, any disease first comes internally and then it is reflected on the outer thing. So it's such an important thing to take care of your internal well-being. Yes. And we can't scrub our internal organs, we can't scrub our tissues, and that's what yoga does.
Yes.
Right?
It does.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's basically the awakening of self. If you see what is yoga, it's an approach to take the longest and the most important journey. And what's that journey? It's journey inwards. Okay. We move on. Okay. Now when I'm saying the union, it's the union of body and mind. Okay. It's not that how much I'm flexible that I can touch my toes to the ground, or if I can get into a headstand or handstand. Absolutely not. Yoga is absolutely not about that. It's being how much self-controlled you are. Okay. And as we have been talking since yesterday, we have been interacting with each other. We feel that kind of energy, that positivity, that vibrations. What does it mean? It means we all are connected. Right? We all are connected, but we don't sense it. We always take it ourselves as an individual. Okay? Let me ask you to do one more activity with me. And I'm sorry if I'm making you do it, but it's all fun. So please be relaxed. Okay, I want you to take your arms in front with the fingers pointing here. Okay, now from here, I want you to close your nose. Okay, can I see everyone doing it? Thank you. Now if you have done exactly the same way what I have done, you'll be able to do this. Very nice, very nice. So that means you are in the present. You are not just doing what I am telling you to do, or you didn't presume what I asked you to do, but you did exactly what you did. That's what is yoga. Okay, and that's what shows we all are connected. Okay, yes. And now, yes, just sorry. Again, I want you to read the what is yoga. It's a journey of decoding yourself.
Yes.
The way you decode yourself,
yes.
That's what yoga is
Absolutely.
all about. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yes. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, these are just some bookish definitions, but I thought it will be good to bring it out. Patanjali, who is known as the father of yoga, he basically defines yoga as restriction of the fluctuations of mind. So basically yoga acts as a suppressant. Okay, it's not that when you are happy, you would have seen when you are happy or in a positive situation, you are in totally relaxed and pleasurable state. But any negative thing happens, you get into that gloomy, sad face state of mind. But when you keep on doing yoga and also pranayam, which is the breathing activity, it actually helps you to take any situation in equanimous manner. Okay, that's what, it's the timeless science of the self, and it takes you into the present moment where our life exists. It's not yesterday, it's not tomorrow, it's here where our life exists. Okay, we move on to next, please. Okay, now I'm just going to talk about few postures and asanas. Now there are certain postures and asanas which are very common in yoga, and most of the other asanas are actually based on this postures which I will be talking about. Okay, and also I want to tell you, when we are doing these asanas, it actually fits the metaphors for life, and I will take you through it as to which metaphor of life when I tell you to do any particular asana. The first one is stretching. Now as a child we were very super mobile, super flexible, but as we started growing up we lost that flexibility, and the reason is we don't stretch enough. Okay, so now is the good time to stretch. So I want you to take your arms up, completely pull yourself up nicely. You should feel the opening of your entire upper body. It's not just you are taking your arms up. Feel a nice opening of the lungs, which helps to open up the congestion. Okay, just be here. 3, 2, 1. Come on, take it to the side. Open up your sides. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and relax. Just a simple stretch. It not only opens up your body, it also releases the most important hormones, the endorphins and the serotonin. Now, as you know, serotonin basically works in keeping our positivity level up, okay, and endorphins makes us feel calm, okay. So that's what, would you have realized that just stretching and opening up your body will do so much of magic? But when you do it with awareness, when you know you are opening up the body, you can feel these changes within yourself. Okay? And when I say every asana in yoga, it represents the metaphor for life. So when you do any stretching exercises, what I want you to reflect is, what are the areas that you need to stretch upon, or the areas where you feel you are stretching more than required, even that drains out the energy. Okay? So just focus when you are doing this asanas, what areas are you looking into. Okay? This was stretching. We move on to the next type of asana, which is forward bend. Okay? Now you remember, as a child, you used to curl up your knees towards your chest, and that was a form of self-cradle. Right? Now what are you doing? You are actually forward bending your body and taking it close to yourself so that you feel safe, or sometimes you feel a little bit of self-love towards you. That's what forward bends does for you. They basically use gravity to pull your bodies inside. And when you pull your bodies inside, what does it do? There are suppressed emotions, pain within ourselves, which we don't even realize. And it's not only from this birth, it comes from earlier many births. But when you get into the forward bend, by inculcating the feeling that I'm getting into the forward bend, I'm releasing all my stored emotions, suppressed anger, suppressed fear, and then you get into that position, and when you come out, you're actually out of it. That's the beauty of this asanas. Okay, so the metaphor for life, I would say, and yeah, one more thing. See, forward folds are not generally comfortable. But then when you get into it, you are actually trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that is sometimes required if we want to move ahead in life. Right? So that's what forward fold does. Now, I want you to again raise your arms. I want it in the same way where I want you to feel the opening of the entire body. Now I want you to inhale. As you exhale, just bend as much as you can. Just bend as much as you can. Very nice. I'm just holding there, holding there. Come on. 3, 2, keep breathing. 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Very good. So you would see, when you coordinate every moment with your breath, there's such a wonderful flow of oxygen, which actually increases the efficiency of each and every organ in your body. And what are you going to reflect when you are doing a forward fold? Which area of your life are you most uncomfortable with? Be with that area of the life which you are uncomfortable with, and then come up and release it and let it go. That's the beauty of all the forward fold or forward bends postures that we do in yoga. Okay, we move on to the next, which is backward bends. Okay, yeah. No, but this intimidating postures, that's not yoga all about. What I'm talking, it's about yoga. When you get into that position, what are you thinking? What are you releasing? What are you opening up? What are you stretching? That's actual yoga. Okay, so backward bend. Now, in forward bend, the gravity pulls us down. But the backward bend, we actually move from the confines of the gravity. And so, when you bend backward, you see there, what's happening is, there's a nice opening of the chest. At the same time, nice opening of the heart. And there are chakras in our body. When we open up the upper body, the heart chakra, it's the most important chakra of love and compassion. Yes. And it's not just love, it's unconditional love, which is so very difficult. Right? It's like I love someone if the other person loves me, but I just can't keep on loving without I get anything, right? So when you are doing the backward bend, you are also opening up you are becoming familiar with that part of you which you never knew existed. So that's what yoga does. It takes you to that part of your life or your body which you never knew existed within yourself. Okay, now again I want you to keep your arms on your waist, come a little bit front, and I want you to bend backwards. See a nice opening. There's a, oh yeah, I know, it won't be difficult. Yeah, it's not that easy to sit and do it. If you're okay, yes, come on, look back. Yes, bend nicely. See how nicely you're opening your chest area. There's a nice opening of the shoulder muscles. You know, the most important thing about this is you're taking your neck up. This is the seat of thymus glands. Many of them suffer from thyroid, right? So simple movement like doing this and creating a pressure over here helps in regulating the thymus gland, which controls the thyroid. So you see, yes, exactly.
Your thymus.
Yeah, even thumping.
You can
exactly.
You know how Tarzan went so thump
Yeah.
your thymus.
That's very
and wake up your chest.
easy.
Wake
Yeah,
up your
easy
heart.
way.
The thymus shrinks as you age. So the
yeah.
more you spend a couple of minutes in the morning just saying, hey,
Open up.
hey. Oh.
Thank you for adding in.
You're
So
welcome.
that's what backward bends are. Okay, and what are you going to reflect when you bend backwards? What is the negative emotion you want to release? Because you're opening your chest and shoulder areas nicely, wherein you have those emotions, suppressed emotions clogged up. So when you bend, what is that you are going to release? So inculcating that feeling when you do these postures gives much more benefits than what you can think about. That's why yoga is not a physical activity. It's not just a physical activity. It's not just a workout. It's a work in. It's a work in. Okay, fine. And a branch that doesn't bend, it breaks. Okay, so I mean, once I'm finished with this, just 5 things I'll let you know which you can do every day. That would be like setting your day right. Okay, we move on to the next, please. Next is twisting. Twisting is the best thing what you can do, and I'll tell you why. What do? You twist, right? When you are twisting, there are 2 important detox organs on the sides, pancreas and liver. They are the most important detox player in our body. When you twist, you are activating those organs, and that releases insulin, which balances the sugar in the blood. So any type of twisting is very effective for people who are diabetic. Okay, now that is one aspect of looking at what twisting does. Other aspect is, what does twisting signify? It means you're flexible enough to turn in any direction or to accept anything that life throws at you. That's what twisting does. Okay, now because you're sitting on the chair, but anyways, you can just keep your arms, your thighs, and twist a little bit to one side. Look back. Good. Hold there. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come to the center. Inhale. As you exhale, come on, twist to the other side. You are activating your important detox organs. What else you want? Inhale, center. Thank you. So here, what are you going to reflect when you do the twists? Which area of life you want to be much more flexible? It's again specific to an individual, but just inculcate that thought when you get into this postures and see how beautifully your body responds. And when your body responds, you take these lessons off the mat. It's not just on the mat. Okay, we move on to the next. Balancing. Balancing is, it's so when you balance, what do? We are aligning our body's center of gravity with the earth's gravitational field. And it's so nice to be always connected to Mother Earth, because our body is made up of 5 nature elements: earth, water, air, fire, space. Okay, when you do this balancing postures, you're actually aligning yourself to Mother Nature. Apart from that, it also increases your focus and concentration, and also it strengthens the nervous system. This is the physical aspect, which forms just 35% of it. Coming on to the mental and the emotional level, when you balance your body, you're balancing your emotions. Okay, that's the beauty of this balancing asanas. Whatever is going inside your mind is getting nicely balanced when you do the balancing asanas. So the reflection in doing these postures, what areas of your life requires more balance. It's for you to identify it. So get into it. Similarly, if you see a tree, right? A tree, it's a most, easy and very good example of balancing. Any kind of weather, whether it's rains, harsh sun, the tree always stands there ready to face any challenges of the nature. Similarly, when you get into a balancing asana like tree pose, it helps you to inculcate that feeling that you're strong enough to balance whatever life comes your way. Okay, so that's the metaphor or the reflection when you do balancing asanas. Okay, now before I go to this, 5 things that I want you to do every day, and then you are set for the day. The first one is stretching. Come on, let's stretch. Feel the opening. Come on, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Inhale, come down. Nice. The next is the forward bend. Come on, inhale. As you exhale, slowly lean forward. Go down as much as you can. Keep breathing. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable position. Inhale, center. Third is backward bend. Come on, open up your chest. Open up nicely. Look up. Working on the thymus glands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the center. Keep your arms here. Twist a little bit. Activate your detox organs. Come on, look back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Be more flexible in life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Very good. Thank you all of you. And the 5th posture which I want you to do is balancing asana. I won't force it on you, but then yes, you can just stand like this, or if it's difficult, you can just do even like this. Okay? So very good. So the 5 postures that you need to do every day is, first is stretching, forward bend, backward bend, twisting and balancing. That takes care of everything. It sets your day right, it starts your day right, it works on all your internal organs, and try to inculcate what I told you when we were doing this asanas. That would surely help you to get into that phase and see how beautifully your life changes. Okay, before I wind up, I thought few takeaways that I would want you to give is, first is I'm going to show you a mudra. Mudra is a hand gesture, okay, which helps in reducing anxiety. Now let me tell you, when a child comes into the world, okay, you have seen the child always comes this way. Who has taught the child this? No one, right? It's the basic instinct of the child, right? You know what's the significance of this? A child is getting disconnected from the umbilical cord of his or her mother, which brings about so much of instability in the child. The child is confused, the child is afraid. The only thing is they can't express it, right? And when they do this, it gives them a little bit of cooling, calmness, that okay, it's not that bad. Okay, so if you feel you are being anxious, or if you feel you are getting into that phase wherein you need a little bit of calming for yourself, just take your thumb in, close this, and just be here for few seconds, and you will see how nicely your rewiring of the brain starts changing. Okay, so this is a nice easy hand gesture which you can do anytime, anywhere, whenever you feel anxious. Second takeaway I wanted to just share, setting an intention in the morning. When you get up in the morning, just announce to the world, I am happy, I am full of energy. Whatever, it may be specific to yourself. So my today's intention was, I am presenting my presentation in such a confident way, and that it's not only helping me, thank you, but it's working out for the best of everyone involved.
Yes.
So every morning announce it to the universe. The universe is ready to grant you whatever you want. It's just you who need to ask it. Okay, ask and you will receive. 100% tried and tested formula. Okay. The third, thank you. The previous one. The third thing what I want you to do, last 5 minutes of your day on your bed when you are sleeping. Okay. Just talk to yourself in any positive way. Whatever it may be, tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day, a very productive day. I feel great. I feel healthy. I am healthy. Whatever that comes to your mind. Now what happens is, you announce it again, and then you have 7 to 8 hours of your sleep, and then your subconscious mind actually believes what you have been ranting or saying before sleeping. Yes, and then for the next hours, your subconscious mind will align you in such a mysterious way that we don't know how it does, but it does for sure, that you will actually see what you have said about yourself is happening true.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. So try doing these small things and you will see beautiful changes in your life. Okay? And yes, you are the main actor or actress of your own movie. Make it more interesting. Okay? Thank you. Namaste.
I would like to recognize the lovely Aparna More, our eminent speaker from yesterday. Thank you for being with us. So we would like to award the Best Oral Presentation Award to Aparna More. Please come up.
I'm joined with Aparna More, an eminent speaker at the Global Research Conference in Cambridge. This is actually the first ever Global Research Conference that we've done in Cambridge. It must be such a privilege to be here. How do you feel about that?
Absolutely great, and I have been looking so very forward for it. And as we know, our network is our net worth, and that's what is making me feel so worthy, so profound. And the knowledge that everyone shared from various different areas, I'm sure it's going to help me, and it's already started giving me that flow where I should be leading ahead. So thank you for making me part of this conference.
What are the key messages you'd like to leave with our audience from your presentation today?
First thing, I would like to talk about the topic that I spoke here about yoga. I would say my body can, your body can, everybody can. So please get into this body, mind, soul connection thing and enjoy your life, which will be much more beautiful. That's what I would say. Other thing is about the Global Research Conference. It has been such a great experience. The positivity, the environment, the energy that I felt right from our networking dinner till today has been really great. Thank you.
Thank you.